We outside with Incognito TV, bitch.
Man, G-Whizz, what good with you, man?
Man, I'm high as hell, but slow motion, man. I've been getting to it, man. I hope everything's good with you, my bro.
Man, everything's good, man. Everything's good. So, it's your first time on the platform. We at Iconic Studios, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them.
Shout out Iconic Vision Studios in Orlando, Florida. You need some hot sounds for the right price. Tap in with my brother G Millie. And he'll get you right over here, man. Shout out Incognito TV for having me, man. You know the vibe.
Hey, so it's your first time on the platform, so let's go ahead and take it to the beginning. So, you were born up north, right?
I was.
New York?
Yep, I was born in Long Island, New York.
Okay.
Raised in Long Island for about 8 years till I got to Brooklyn. Started causing havoc out there.
Yeah.
My family, my cousins, aunts.
Okay.
Shit was a little wild growing up, single mom and shit, so.
And growing up, how rough was it, you know?
I mean, it was rough because I grew up in I grew up in an environment where like racism is always gonna be around, but it was a little more blatant at that time, I guess in the 90s, if you would. So like shit was a little rough. We didn't have too much money, so we got picked on a little bit about that. You feel me? But my mom always made shit happen. Single mom, had me when I was 14. Grew up around. She always tried to give us the better life, but you know, we still were in some pretty fucked up environments, you know, around a lot of gang life and drugs and shit like that. But it's part of life. So as far as like my environment, I can't say it was safe, but it was. My mom did her best to make sure we was good. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you want to touch on it or not, but like, was your father ever in the picture around, or?
Yeah, nah, so my pops, he dipped out on us when I have a brother, younger brother as well, and he dipped out on us really young. So he got my mother knocked up, dipped off, and I met him when I was like 5 or 6. He would pop up here and there, you know, spend some time with us, bring us some clothes for like 5 or 6 hours, and then slide out again. Around when I was like 13, 14, when I really started acting crazy and I started getting heavy in the streets, hanging out more with the gangs, I got shipped off to my pops, and that's when I really like first met him.
Yeah. And
actually got to know him, and you know what I'm saying, like it wasn't sweet, but you know, he's been in the music industry. He's very influential in the Latin music, and he's also very tapped in Atlanta. So I took the bad with the good, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I learned a lot of shit because of him. So it's like I gotta say thank you for that. But you know, it's life. It's just like the anger of him not being around. It's like fuck him, but he's still my father. So you know, I still love him for teaching me the shit that I know now, because I wouldn't be here with you making whatever little bit of noise I may be making, you know. And you know,
how's your relationship now?
Yeah,
still rocky.
It's a little rocky. We working on it, you know. I'm trying to, cause I'm on a new spiritual type journey, you know. I'm trying to. I understand that you can't forget everything, but you gotta learn to forgive. So I'm trying to be more empathetic to people's situations, and I gotta understand that you can't change some people's ways, you know. So you just gotta change how you deal with them. So I feel like coming at it at a different angle instead of being so aggressive, which that was I could say the old me. It didn't get me anywhere. The conversation would die instantly. So I'm just like trying to build that shit back up, you know, as much as you can.
How did it lead to you coming to Orlando?
Well, so like,
did you move down here when you were a kid?
Nah,
before the music, or?
Nah, I moved down here like after I, you know, graduated high school. I was in the Marine Corps, so I finished that, you know, and I finished out here because I never been to Florida. I had an aunt in Pensacola. She's in the Navy.
Okay.
So when I finished my time out, I was like, yo, I never been to Disney World. Fuck it. So I went to Pensacola. I stayed out there with my aunt for a little bit. And then I got family out, not family blood, but like my mother's best friend, which is my godfather. Shout out Dre. He was out here in Orlando, and I ended up coming out here, and I've been out here since like it's 10 years now, 11 years now. So
when did music start getting prevalent in your life? Has it always been throughout your childhood, or?
Yeah, music is like, obviously my father's a musician, but that's something for me, like, because I grew up, I'm not the best communicator. I'm still learning how to communicate. Obviously we still learn new things every day, but music has always been like my escape, you know what I'm saying? So I guess, I know it sounds tacky, everybody says it, but it's how I communicate, it's how I talk. So when I got a message or something I gotta say, or I'm feeling some type of way, the music is really why I'm still alive, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why I have a daughter. That's why I'm able to do what I do now and do it very well. Because, you know, it gets stressful as fuck though. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I've definitely been like, yo, I want to quit this before. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
that's the difference between either you're gonna make it or you're not. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, we're gonna touch on it later. But your music, you can definitely feel a lot of pain in your music. A lot of all the stresses, all the weight on your shoulders and all that. We're gonna touch on that a little bit later.
Thanks.
I just want to talk about your tattoo real quick. Your face tat, the broken.
Yeah.
Can you explain about that, like that tattoo and what it means?
So yeah, broken, like, man, I was in a dark place when I got it done, but I felt like instead of what you see is what you get with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's definitely more to me. There's more to me than what you just, you know, the layers, the front layer.
Right.
But it's like, I'm a very straightforward shooter, and I want the people to know that when they're dealing with me, like, I'm a little broken. You know how they have packages when they send this fragile,
yeah,
handle with care. Well, I'm broken. And, you know, I might not be broken forever. You know, there might be a time in my life where I'm right now I feel not broken, but I know that I'm broken just due to all of the trials and tribulations I've been through, the heartaches, the losses. I'm a broken individual. And I branded it on myself, on my face, not only as like a commitment to this music shit and this entertainment life, but as a reminder, I guess, to the people that ever meet me in life to not take shit to heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing with me personal. I'm a broken individual, and I'm not gonna say I'm gonna ever be perfect, but hopefully one day I'll be able to be where I want to be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Or where God wants me to be, really. That's the best way I could put it.
When did you start taking music serious? To the point where you'd be like, this is what I want to do in my life.
So like I said, you know, I've been making music since I was fucking 13 years old, but when I started taking it very seriously, like, okay, I feel like I could do something with this, whether it's hosting, features, music structure, management, all that. I'd say in about 2019, 20, is when I really went on like overdrive. Started booking shows, doing free shows, performing for nobody, you know, just trying to get my name up, recording in myself. Actually, I was recording myself on a Mac when I started recording myself.
Okay. On
a little broken Mac with no battery. I used to have to be plugged in the wall, sitting by a window in Point Siena in Florida when I first got out here. It was my godfather's Mac. It was his shit for school. Recording on that little shit with a headphone. Learning how to do that with GarageBand. And I was like, nah, we gotta get right, you know what I'm saying? So I started really tapping in and seeing who's who. And I was out here doing my shit when Wolf was alive. G-Live, man, rest in peace. And that's one of the GOATs. And just saying that name if you know who that is, then you're really a part of the music scene. You know what I'm saying? But I've been out here doing my thing. I went through a lot of ups and downs. I feel like I'm finally on the back on the elevation. So, you know,
Okay.
shit ain't never sweet.
You had like 2 stints, right? When you first tried to like, you know, get on the scene, put your music out there. Mm-hmm. And then you were kind of blackballed for a little bit, right?
Yep.
Can you elaborate on that? And what's the difference between now and, I mean, back then and now?
Shit, man. Yeah, I definitely would like to talk on that. So when I first came out here, you know, I realized Orlando is a very love oriented, you know, like, it's not always love, but the goal ultimately is kind of more to show love and network.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I first got out here, I wasn't on that mindset. I was more on some like, my shit don't stink. I'm the hottest shit that ever came out. And I was just a very arrogant person, which I still am today, but it really radiated. And people they're like, yo, he's so talented, but he's kind of a jerk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for a while, I was getting booked at a lot of these shows. I was doing a lot of shows. Different instances were happening. Either I wouldn't show up or whatever the case may be. And I just stopped getting booked, man. You know, people stopped. It's not maybe not fucking with me, but they stopped the bookings, you know, and people weren't reaching out, getting left on red. But when I kind of stopped when I stopped the bullshit, I kind of went on like a hiatus. And I was really on some like rah-rah shit. I would come on social media and talk all type of crazy shit. And that's why they say it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And you got to really be cautious with this social media shit. Because once it's out there, it's out there. You know, and, I would get on posts and talk crazy about other people's shit. Meanwhile, I'm trying to still get supported. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm over here doing what I wouldn't want done to me, 2 people. And it took a lot of self-reflection. Because, you know, people do a lot of when people do those types of things, it's because there's something in them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And at that time, it's like, I was still trying to figure out my sound, who the fuck I am as an artist. I know who I was as a person, but who am I who's G-Whizz? Yeah. You know, and
what was that turning point for you?
The turning point really was honestly when my brother passed away. When my brother passed away, at that point, right before he passed away, I had pretty much burned almost all my bridges. I was spazzing out on my engineers. You know, I was really on some hot-headed shit. I had just went through a really shitty breakup with my daughter's mother, and I was just down, just like in the gutter, man. Snapping at people, you know, not treating people with love and compassion, and you know, I started losing a lot of good friends, and I got lucky that certain ones stuck around that were able to help me kind of help myself. Right. And the real turning point was when my brother passed away. Because my brother, my god brother, he that kid was like a very gentle soul, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't harm a fly. And it just really woke me up for the second time that, you know, life is really not promised. And if Almighty is gonna take a soul like that, then what's my guarantee tomorrow? Right. And then being a father, it's just like shit's different. You know what I'm saying? Like you really gotta be the change you want to see, as corny as it sounds. You know what I'm saying? You really do, bro. You know, and that's why I'm in the business of now trying to help other artists just be able to be an artist. Because this shit, man, if somebody would just have been like, yo, this is how it's done when I started, I feel like I probably would have been already blown up. You know what I'm saying? Because respectfully, I do this music shit. You know what I'm saying? But to each their own, and everybody's time, it's written in the scripture. So when it's your time, it'll be your time.
Yeah. I mean, when you speak on your music, I mean, you do it for real. I mean, You got a lot of hits, man. Demons, Upset, Fake Love. That's my favorite, actually. Fake Love.
Yeah, that's
Stop It. No Games, Always. When you going about creating music and your creative process, like, what do you? How do you create your sound, your music, you all that? Where you write and then you go to the booth and then find a beat, or what's up?
I'm a writer, bro. I wasn't a writer when I first started making music. I was like a freestyler, I guess. You know, I used to get in the studio and just want to rap, but you know, again, being someone who's not a very good communicator, I felt like jotting the stuff down on paper helped. So I started getting more into my pen and my creative process, man. I can't even make music if I'm not. I gotta go through shit.
Yeah.
So there comes times where I take breaks. Like, y'all won't hear y'all see right now I'm dropping. I got so much shit in the vault. I'm like, yo, I gotta give it out. But there comes times where, like, cause I'm not going through shit, whether it's good or bad, the content doesn't flow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my creative process is all based off of circumstance. So if I'm going through shit, whether it's good or bad, that's where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? I'm a writer. I'm going through good shit. I feel good. I'm singing something in a car. I'm feeling like that day. I jot it down and I build around that. Sometimes it might take me a month to finish a song.
Yeah.
But it's because I'm just so particular with my words, my sounds, what I say. You know, it's really a creative process. I'm not just trying to make noise and talk shit when I get on the mic. Like I got a message, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it out, and there's people out there that's gonna relate, but my shit is for everybody. That's how I look at it.
Right. So the record Upset, how did that come about? What's the backstory behind that record?
Shit, man. So Upset, that song, I did that song when I was, I'm not even gonna get into no name dropping, but I was with a prior team at a time, and you know, there was friction, and you know, I had people stealing my lyrics, and obviously the black ball, and people doubting me, and just trying to, I had a lot to say.
Yeah.
And you know, that song, on top of everything, was like the song that I kind of dedicated to my brother after the whole passing and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was his shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on that song for a minute. That song, like I said, when the friction was up, and you know, I really do this music shit. So you call me out, you do things. I'm at a point in my life where I'm not into physical violence unless it seeks me. So I handle it in the booth.
Right.
I got on that beat, which is the actual rap star Polo G beat, and people thought that was my beat originally. I fell in love with the sound. I had something to say, and it came out, and my message got across.
Yeah.
It definitely got across. I put a lot of money into that song, the video. I shot it with Check the Credits.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I recorded it at Jaica Studios. And we put a lot of money into that song, and that song was my baby. It's my baby to this day. I call it my anthem.
Okay.
But you know, that definitely came from a place of hurt, anger, and just like betrayal. I think they upset, because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be good no matter what. I'm gonna be all right. God got me.
Through your career so far, making music, and like, how's the scene here in Orlando for you, as far as, you know, trying to make your name out here? Is there some hardships going on? Is it getting better? Like, you know, what's the state of being an artist here in Orlando for you?
It's getting a lot better. It didn't start out that way. Orlando's like I love Orlando. I don't even want my words to ever get misconstrued. I love Orlando. I love Florida, but I love Orlando in particular. I've made so many friends, relationships, partnerships. here. This is home. But Orlando, when it comes to like this music shit, it can get a little rough. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can be for theirs a little more. Some claim to be about this and they do the complete opposite. Especially being a Latino rapper, it's a little harder too. You know what I'm saying? The culture's the culture, and that's part of my culture. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I grew up in New York, hip hop. I don't want to get into the debate, but you know, hip hop, New York. It grew there. My point of what I'm saying is that it's been a roller coaster here. I love it here, but I feel like we got to do better as a collective.
Yeah.
If that's what we really want to be on, then we really got to be on that, you know. And the selective politicking and all that shit is just
realistically. You think Orlando could get to that point where if everyone
realistically speaking, I mean, it's doable because we have the right. We have certain people with the right mindset and the right idea. And then we also have other people that don't have the right idea, but are in certain positions of power, if you would. My point of it is it doable? Yeah, it's doable. Do I see it happening like right now in the near future? Not so much. Because again, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Anybody who tells you that the music industry or anything that you do in life is about like it's all lovey, it's not what it is. Should it be that? Yes. Should we give we all want that. That's not what this is. This shit is a dog-eat-dog. It's a savage ass industry, and we're just trying to like survive amongst 150 million sharks. You know what I'm saying? A shark trying to survive amongst sharks.
Yeah.
Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, you know. But if we really got it together, Orlando has so much talent here. This city's already something to be reckoned with. So if we got it together, you know, this city could be something crazier than what it already is.
Yeah.
You know, the names coming out of here would really be Drakes and Tories and all that. You know what I'm saying?
As far as you as an artist, also, I mean, you going back and forth with the Spanish and the English, and, you know, with the reggaeton side. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, are you leaning more on that side, or you feel like you do both hand in hand?
See,
no problem. Or you think you should focus on one?
See, I don't know. See, I'm honestly, bro, like, I'm not trying to compare myself to Drake, but it's like Drake sings in Spanish, sings, raps, you know what I'm saying, all type of shit. And that's like the best template that I could even try to compare is like, nah, that nigga thinks he's Drake. Nah, what I'm trying to say is like all the styles, the switch ups, I sing, I rap, I trap, that's my culture. That's who I am.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put that out. And people be like, nah, Wiz, you gotta stick to the Spanish music. Nah, Wiz, you gotta stick to the rap. Nah, Wiz, you gotta stick to the singing. Nah, so Wiz is gonna stick to what he's doing because that's what's gonna get me where I need to get to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I stick to one thing, I box myself in, and then that's where I'm at. Some days I wanna sing in Spanish. Some days I wanna rap. Some days I wanna sing a song. It's how I'm feeling, but I'm not gonna box myself in anywhere. So that's why when I say I'm an artist, I mean that shit to the highest extent.
Okay.
The highest extent.
Have you ever thought about leaving Orlando to pursue your career?
Mm-hmm. All the time. I'm in the process of trying to set something up.
Okay.
Whether that's Cali, Atlanta, but these are places that I've already built connections.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, realistically speaking, it's gonna happen. It's gonna have to happen, because when the next step happens, which this chapter is here,
right?
it's bigger things are gonna have to be done. I'm not gonna be local. I don't plan on remaining local in my life.
Right.
You know, my goal is to be international. Again, the thing is not fame for me. It's comfort, living secure. You know what I'm saying? But how I'm gonna live secure is if I got international sales. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my goal, you know, as much as I love the local scene and the locals, if they don't like my shit and I'm getting more love over here, I gotta go where the love is. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go where the support is and where the family's gonna get fed. That's the best way I could put it.
Let's talk about your name real quick. G-Whizz.
G-Whizz.
How did that come about? What's G-Whizz, man?
Man, G-Whizz ain't nothing special, man. I'm just playing. But I got that name when I was in like middle school. I think it was like 6th grade. I used to rap all the fucking Eminem and Bone Thugs and Harmony and Jada Kiss, D-Block songs. All the fast rappers I was obsessed with trying to be fast. So I used to spit all the first verse I ever learned word for word was the Notorious Thugs, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Busy's verse. And then I learned Lazy's and Crazy's too. I was able to rap the whole shit, all 3 verses. I did that shit in school, and I went to school around some like little Italian folks, and G-Whizz, he's fire. G-Whizz, he's sick. I don't know, and it just stuck, G-Whizz. It actually, my godfather called me G-Boogie when I was younger. But, you know, they got A-Boogie. I didn't even know who A-Boogie was when they were calling me that, though. But they used to call me G-Boogie. That was my original nickname, G-Boogie. But 6th, 7th grade, I was like, nah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I ain't like boogie. I felt like it sounded like an old person word at the time. So I'm like, nah, we're gonna go with this G-Whizz shit. And it stuck. I mean, they call me Wiz, they call me G, they call me Poppy. It's a little bit of all of it. I got like 4 different nicknames.
I think at one point, I remember seeing on IG that there was some issues with your name as far as like licensing or whatnot.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it went from G-Whizz with a W and it changed from G-Whizz with a 3.
Yeah, so long story short, there's another G-Whizz in like, I don't know if he's from Nigeria or he's somewhere in Africa.
Okay.
And he spells his name G-Whizz, but he came about after. But he took the proper steps to get his name done.
Yeah.
Maybe not copyrighted, but in the sense of he like jacked all the name G-Whizz on like the platforms and YouTube and a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So for a minute he was claiming my streams and my YouTube like subscribers.
Oh shit.
It was some weird shit, bro. I had to like get my account back, switch the name. I put the dash in there. You know, it tried everything.
Yeah.
So I switched it to the G-3 HIZ. You know, 3 the number of Power Angels, and so I switched it up a little bit. I did the album drop under that name. So because that name is secure, right? So now I gotta make sure, can I legally go get G-WHIZZ? Is he only GWHIZZ? But I'm willing to go to the bat for this because this is my name, you know what I'm saying? So I'll figure it out. And you know, Almighty knows what he's doing. So if it's meant to be, G-Whizz WHIZZ, then it is. If it's not, it's 3HIZZ. I'll take it. That's what Almighty wants.
Do you feel like there's like one artist that's like in particular that's like running things right now? Or do you think it's just a free for all?
You know I gotta drink my water for that, cause motherfuckers take anything I say. That's how real the question is. So as far as like running things, what do you mean as far as running things? So I can properly answer.
You know,
question.
is there an artist in particular that's like
really
like
got it on
when people talk about Orlando,
they say boom.
They say this person.
Orlando, VVS Ken.
Okay.
Is he from Orlando?
I'm not sure. Really.
I thought he was from Orlando.
I mean,
Hot Boy. Hot Boy's another one.
Yeah, you got Hot Boy.
You gotta give him his, you know. But I'm like, there's a lot of artists that I could say right now that people might not say off top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That are really putting on for the O, and they have been putting on for a long time. But like off top, like, and we're talking industry type, I can't. There's no one I can be like right now, but maybe I don't want to say Tyler Yahweh, but yeah, I guess Yahweh maybe is the nearest that you could say, like, you can air quote comparison to like Wiz Khalifa, Tiger type shit. But
yeah, I think he's from Orlando. VVS can.
He is from Orlando?
Yeah, he's from Orlando.
That's the one that I could say, like, right, like him or Hot Boy, really. Orlando, yeah, boom, they're from there. I mean, I would say Loose Cannon off the gate, but not a lot of people are gonna say that, you know, or they might say that.
Right.
Me, I fuck with Cannon heavy. So when you, like, if you came to me like, yo, who's really, I would say Loose Cannon, Mook Boy, Tony Boy, you know, I'll get into all those names, Whoop, all them people that people be like, oh, he hasn't been around or he hasn't dropped. Nah, bro. Them boys been dropping. Them boys been holding it down.
Yeah.
Repping their city. Heavy, hard. It's just people overlook certain things. It's because it's not in their scene directly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when the question was, who do I think, or who can you say when you say Orlando? There's no one you can right now at this moment besides probably those two that you could be like, yeah, you know what? And they might crucify me for that, but
so it's up for the taking right now?
I don't want to say it's up for the taking, but it's like, listen, if somebody can tell me who got it, I'll shut the fuck up. I'm not saying I don't know who got it. I'm not saying it's somebody don't got it, but who got it? Who got it?
Hey, y'all in the comments, y'all tell me
who really got it. If y'all saying something, it's not up for the taking, who got it? Let it be known. I ain't saying I got it. I'm trying to do me too, but who got it then? That's the real question.
Oh yeah, your goals. I remember I used to see your goals all the time. What happened to them?
My goals, man. So the dumbest thing happened with my goals, man. I was cleaning out my car one day, arguing on the phone with some chick, and while I was cleaning out my car, you know, I had the 10 wheels. I threw them in the trash, bro. And I checked the trash, hoping maybe they were like right on the top, because then maybe disinfectant, possibly, but it's still going in your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't want it. So I was already like, I don't think I want them.
Yeah.
So I just checked to like see. Man, them shits disappeared, bro. And it got to the point where like I think I moved the bag ripped, and it just became nasty. I said, you know what? Even if I find them, I don't want them.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that back in my mouth. So I spent like $1,500 on them shits, and shit's just gone. Threw them in the trash. Boom. I was sad as hell, but I guess God wanted everybody to see the, you know, my pretty smile. So when that check comes, we just gonna go get the whole thing done. But
right.
I got pretty teeth. I'm just missing that one from the car accident, so we good. We good, baby.
How did you and BSM link? Because Beauty Management Solutions.
Yeah, BMS.
Yeah. So how did y'all link?
Yeah,
y'all partners now, right?
Yeah, we're not like direct partners in the sense of like we were for a little bit, but like, you know, she's got her different goals.
Right.
So we're in our own lanes,
right.
But it's always big love. We're constantly supporting each other. She supports us. We support, you know, her brand heavily, and you know, we're helping each other build. So if there's anything that I can offer to them of assistance, I'm constantly, you know, reaching out. If there's anything I need from the BMS, they're constantly reaching out, showing support.
Right.
We're always at shows together. You know what I'm saying? So that little month or so that we went on that BMS Top Notch Takeover type deal.
Yeah.
It solidified our relationship and where we're gonna go from that starting point.
Okay.
So it's always love. I love Beauty so much. I love everybody over at Beauty Management. We, like I said, at one point we were more like, we were very intertwined. Now we figured out, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what you're doing, and now we're just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kind
of riding along and hey, if it gets back to that point where it needs to be, then it's gonna be there. Okay. But it's always big love from BMS. We might have something coming up real soon. I think they're doing the 5-star Mondays right now. Right. So every first and last, if I'm not mistaken, of the month.
And Throne is managed by them, right?
Throne Kid, that's my dog. That's my engineer. Amazing artist. Throne Kid is with BMS for modeling, and I believe they're managing him as well as the artist.
Okay.
He's still independent, unsigned, but he is with BMS. He's a super dope engineer, artist, and just all around person. So
and you also got some tracks together, right? That
yes.
It's not released yet though, right?
No,
not released.
We got
yet. Okay.
3 songs together. One is not that last one's not finished, but we got 2 songs unreleased. We've been performing them to see how the crowd's getting, and they're loving them. So we're gonna go crazy with the video, cover art, and all that. We gotta set a date for that, but it's coming real soon.
Yeah, Throne Kid, dope.
Yeah, he fire.
How's the working relationship as far as like creative wise? Like, how's it working with Throne?
It's great.
As far as like an engineer or just making music together with him as an artist.
It's great because like we play off of each other. You know what I'm saying? Gives me feedback, I give him feedback, and we take heed to each other's, in the creative process. Yeah. So it's easy to work. It's very quick flow. We get shit done so fast, and then his ear is just fucking immaculate. So he's an amazing mixer when it comes to mixing and actually tracking you out and taking that time. So, and he's also an artist, so it helps him understand what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So amazing. Such a fun process when we get to creating. Love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's next for G-Whizz? What's coming out in the future?
So, I've been talking a little tour with Swizzy B. Got some stuff coming possibly with that. There's a big announcement coming up. I don't want to get too into it, but I got a big announcement coming up, and I'm thinking July, maybe September, the latest.
Okay.
Latest by the new year.
Okay.
We got a big announcement. Price is definitely about to go up. And yeah, bro, like I learned one thing is you don't have to like announce all your blessings because sometimes they get tarnished. So I just been playing my part, staying in my lane, falling back, keeping my mouth shut, and waiting for mine, because what's mine is mine.
Yeah.
And like I said, this next chapter is about to be really crazy, so I'm just waiting for this page to turn. Hopefully me and Swizzy can get these details for this tour going, and I'm just ready to spread my wings, if that makes sense, man. I know it sounds tacky, bro, but I'm gonna take over the world, bro.
Well, G-Whizz, listen, I wish you blessings, prosperity, you know what I'm saying? Your music is dope, fire.
Thank you.
I feel the pain in music, you know what I'm saying? I feel everything about it. I mean, only way is up from here, you know what I'm saying?
It's the only way.
So, man, any last words, man, before we dip?
Hey, man, I want to give you a big shout out, Incognito TV, for having me. I want to shout out my label, Top Notch Entertainment, big Top Notch Entertainment. There's only one, Big Papi, G-Whizz, tap in, act like you know. I want to give a big shout out to all the independent artists doing their thing, grinding, just trying to make it happen. A huge shout out to my brother G Millie, Iconic Vision Studios, for allowing us to host our interview here. You need cheap studio time with great quality This is where you need to be in. Tap in with Iconic Vision Studios on IG or G Millie Official. He'll get you right. Tap in while the price is this price. You know, yesterday's price is not gonna be today's price, and it will go up. So, but besides that, man, stay humble, stay grounded. You know what I'm saying? This is your world. Whatever you're doing, making a beat, writing a rhyme, making a sandwich, do it the best. This is your world, and we just living in it, baby. Like that
man.
shit.
We out.